Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another how-to tutorial for the mobile game Realm of Champions. Today, we will be covering how to use the Hulk type character, and this is an incredibly fun tank type character that I've had a lot of fun building up. And so I want to walk through what he's capable of so you can get better use out of him as well. So let's go ahead and jump into the character breakdown, looking at the two different weapon types that he has at his disposal. The first weapon that you will probably have access to as Hulk is his hammer. And this is a fairly decent weapon. It has a lot of really good versatility to it. It can be a little bit quirky to get used to, especially where the tutorial brings you through using a ranged or projectile-based character in the form of the Iron Legionnaire. But Hulk is very much a tank, up-in-your-face brawler character, and so you will have to adjust your overall playstyle to get the most out of this character. That being said, the items that you need to be aware of with Hulk in his hammer weapon usage is his heavy attack involves two heavy swings of the hammer that will deal incredible damage to the opponents that are within the vicinity. So among heavy attacks, it's a quite useful one to use. The first ability which Hulk has access to with both weapons is his Enrage ability, and this will initiate with a yelling attack, which does have a little bit of damage off of the startup, but the best attribute of this ability is the fact that it gives you a shield against incoming damage, so it will help you to preserve some of your health, and it will give you the unstoppable attribute, meaning that you're not going to get knocked down by a lot of the heavier or ensnarement type attacks that characters can throw at you. Unique to the hammer weapon is his second ability, which is the hammer spin. In this usage, Hulk will spin around with that hammer and deals crushing damage. He does about 3 spins and will deal damage in every direction around his character as that attack is unleashed. And you can move around while this attack is being used, though your movement is limited as it is being dealt out. So do keep that in mind as you go to use and activate this attack. The third ability which Hulk has at his disposal when using the hammer is the Gamma Smash. And this is an attack where Hulk gains that same unstoppable trait that he gains with the Enrage ability, though he does not gain the extra shielding that is granted to him with that, so you may want to try and combo these two together just to make sure you can get the attack off. And as a part of using this ability, Hulk will unleash 3 large smashing attacks as he leaps around, plummeting the hammer into the ground and deals that crushing damage to any enemy that is found within the conical smashing area of that hammer as it comes down on top of them. Now, even with the hammer, Hulk is a very useful character, and anytime you want to use either his hammer spin or Gamma Smash, I would recommend trying to combo that with the Enrage as best you can. As a matter of fact, you should even be able to Enrage and get both of those abilities off at the same time or within that Enrage timer. I would recommend doing the hammer spin first, as the Gamma Smash does still have that unstoppable trait to it, but the startup at least will still be protected with the additional shielding. Just make sure that when you are detonating those attacks, you are either using them on a character that has been immobilized or the Bodok mini-boss characters if you've been playing in the competitive area, or make sure that you are keeping an eye on any characters that have rolled or dashed out of the way. Hulk's second weapon that he has available to him is the Gauntlets, and this has a higher skill cap than the hammer does because the movement is a lot more precise and you need to be aware of what you're using with some of these additional abilities as you use them. The heavy attack does change a little bit. It changes to the ground pound, which involves Hulk jumping forward to deal crushing damage to the enemies who are adjacent or nearby. And it does provide him a little bit of extra mobility, though overall it is good for closing the gap to getting larger amounts of damage with the basic attack combo in place. Hulk's first ability with the Gauntlets Unleashed is still that Rage, which was noted. It just has different animations due to the fact that we're using the gauntlets rather than the hammer. So this is something that we can gloss over with this weapon breakdown, as it doesn't really change or has not been altered at all. However, the second ability, the Hulk Smash, this is where this weapon is a little more technical than some of the others that we've looked at, as Hulk will lunge forward with a punch that deals crushing damage and will apply knockback. This attack can be used to kind of push your opponents back out of the closing ring in the competitive area to close that gap and win yourself the victory so you can deal damage to their Bodok boss character. But its real shining point comes when you are able to line up the attack just right and send the character reeling into a wall. If you use the Hulk Smash ability and the character is pushed back and makes contact with a wall, they will be stunned and open them up for more damage and other combos from yourself and the rest of your team. So that's where this move gets a little bit more technical in its overall usage, and you need to be very meticulous about when you're going to use it, whether if it's to push somebody back out of a ring or to stun them and allow you to get more damage off on said characters. Do be advised that this attack can be avoided and it can be blocked by characters that have abilities such as Cap's Shield. And finally, Hulk's third ability with the gauntlets is the Gamma Bomb. And this is where Hulk will jump very high up into the air and then he will slam back down into the ground and deals some knockback and crushing damage, but the characters will enter a bit of a stunned animation or a laydown phase where they are vulnerable to attacks while they are prone. So this ability, compared to the Gamma Slam, it opens you up for a lot better combo ability than any of the other abilities that we've looked at so far with Hulk. So with the gauntlets equipped, you will want to try and combo your Jade Rage or your Enrage ability with at least the Hulk Smash, just to make sure that you don't get knocked out of that or lose it, as well as making sure that you make adequate use of the Gamma Bomb. If you play it right, you can get multiple characters within that circle of the area of effect for that attack. One other really important thing to note about the Hulk Smash ability is you can knock other characters out of their own Special 3 abilities. So you will want to try and line that up to make it the most advantage of it, especially with characters that are immobilized while they are in that Special 3 animation. Now, the footage that you've been seeing with the demonstration of the gauntlets has been within the Onslaught game mode, which I haven't really talked about a whole lot, but just know that as of today, I've completed all of the Onslaught objectives and unlocked the Super Soldier character, so you should look forward to seeing that character breakdown next week. And with all that being said, I think we've covered the main things that we need to be aware of when trying to use Hulk. He is by far one of the strongest characters and easiest to pick up initially, though once you highly optimize him, he can really be a game changer overall in both just the standard gameplay and the competitive aspect of the game. But what do you think about this character? Do you enjoy him? Is he not your cup of tea? Do you feel like there's anything that I missed? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed today's video. And last but not least, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a daily upload. Thanks again for watching, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day.